Hey guys, so for today's video I want to talk to you guys about fast food. I want to know what you guys' favorite fast food place is, and I'm going to give you guys my top five favorites in order from my least favorite to my most favorite. I thought this would be a fun video idea since there's a lot of fast food videos going around, like fast food challenges, fast food like food reviews and stuff. I'm gonna give you guys the top 5 fast food restaurants for me anyway. And then in the comment section down below, let me know what your top 5 is or what your ultimate favorite one is. And we can have a good discussion in the comment section about it. Also, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button because those two things help the channel grow, helps get us some more subscribers, helps get us more views and things like that because YouTube algorithm, whatever have you. Alright, so on to the video. For number 5, coming into the bottom slot, I have to go with, honestly, with KFC. Because it's good. It's the only fried chicken fast food near me that sells fried chicken. It's pouring outside. And like there's a Popeyes, it's about 40 minutes from me, but I've always kind of liked KFC a little bit better. That's my opinion. Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Arby's, actually. Not a big fan of roast beef. Usually I just get their fries and their chicken sandwiches, which is, you know, but I definitely eat Arby's more than I eat KFC, and I probably drive past KFC more than I drive past Arby's, but I eat Arby's more. So number 4, definitely Arby's because I love those curly fries. Now, number 3. Man, this rain is horrible. Number 3. Man, that's a tough one. I have to give it to Burger King. Burger King. There's a nostalgia thing about Burger King. And the fact that I can go to Burger King and get 10 nuggets for $1.69. Or I can go get their meal deal thing that they got going on right now for like $3.80 or $3.90. And I got 2 burgers, a fries, and a drink, which is still cheaper than Wendy's 4 for $4. It's not as good as Wendy's 4 for $4, but it's cheap, it's affordable, and it's not horrible. It's not my favorite, but it's not horrible. That's why it's number 3 on the list. So number 2. That's kind of a tough one. If anything, I have to say Wendy's. I don't know. Wendy's. Duh, the only place with a Frosty. Best thing ever. They probably have the best chicken nuggets out of all the fast food places outside of KFC's popcorn chicken, which technically isn't a nugget, it's a popcorn chicken, which I guess can be considered a nugget, but it's not really a nugget. But Wendy's. And their fries are really, really, really good there. And their burger patties are usually, for the bigger sandwiches, are pretty good. For the cheeseburgers and stuff, I feel like they're not that great because they're thin. But the bigger burgers, like the Dave's Double and Triple and the Dave's Single, really good. It's also the only fast food place on this list with chili. I think there might be a couple fast food places out there other than Wendy's that has chili, but Wendy's is the only one near me that has chili. And I know a lot of people give them shit for their chili, but when you've been working like 10 hours in like 10 inches of snow, you know, some chili and fries and a Frosty sets it right, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so before we get to the number 1 I got 2 honorable mentions, and 1 I really don't eat a whole lot, but 2 honorable mentions. One of them being Taco Bell. I don't eat Taco Bell a lot, but a couple years back, I was telling a group of friends that Taco Bell should do fries. And wouldn't you know it, last year they came out with nacho fries. Like, bruh, I told you was gonna come out with fries. I told you months ago you was gonna have some fries. And then they came out with fries. And their $5 Craving Steel box. I know some places it's a little more expensive, but by me it's only $5, which is a steal for a burrito, a gordita, a taco, nachos, and a drink. Like, bruh, $5. I know a little bit past where I live, like in the Jersey border right there, and it goes up to $6, but even still, that's not bad of a price. So the other honorable mention is Hardee's. For those of you that don't know what Hardee's is, it's like a burger joint. It's pretty much a burger joint. They do sell sliders there and other burgers, but I didn't live close enough to one before until more recently, and then I find myself going while I'm at work because I'm driving about an hour to work every day, and there's one literally 5 minutes down the road from where my job is. So I find myself eating there a lot. Not enough to make the list for the top 5, but definitely an honorable mention. So now back to number 1. For the number 1 slot, for those of you that are subscribed to the channel that know me personally, Jack, I know you're out there. I'm sure you saw this one coming. The number 1 slot has to go to White Castle. Man, White Castle, that's it. Okay, White Castle is the bomb diggity of fast food places for me. It is my all-time favorite. Every time I go near a White Castle, usually about once every other week, I end up going to White Castle. I grew up in New York, so White Castle was a big thing for me because it was 5 blocks from my house growing up, you know. And then they opened one near where I used to live like 8 years ago, and then I was always in proximity of being able to go to White Castle. So White Castle is definitely my favorite place. For those of you that don't know what White Castle is, or if you've only had White Castle out of the freezer section of your stores, your local grocery stores, I highly, highly, highly recommend you take a trip to go get yourself some fresh White Castle, okay? It's 50 times better than the shit you get in the freezer section, okay? And just the smell, when you walk into White Castle and you smell the burgers cooking and the onions, and God, I feel like Harold and Kumar every time I go to freaking White Castle. But White Castle is definitely my all-time favorite fast food restaurant. The little slider burgers are so nostalgic. They seem so much bigger as a kid, and then as you get bigger, the size hasn't changed. Out of all the fast food places, White Castle's burger sizes haven't changed. They've been the same size since I was a little kid. But yeah, that's my top 5 list of top 5 favorite fast food places that I eat at. Let me know in the comment section down below what your top 5 favorite are, or what your favorite is. Just leave it down in the comment section down below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks.